Hey, Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we will understand about how you can increase the number of mitochondria and how you can give the health of the mitochondria more. So remember, what is the mitochondria? First, we will understand and then we will understand about how to increase. So this is a short video to understand. Basically, if you are a new, please make sure to subscribe, like and share. Let's see what is the major things which that increase the mitochondria, number of mitochondria, even the health of the mitochondria. So first of all, we will understand about what is mitochondria. Mitochondria is the double membrane organelle are present in the cytoplasm of the cell. Basically our cell, the eukaryote, not prokaryote. Prokaryote is the bacteria, but our own cell basically contain mitochondria, thousands of mitochondria within the single cell. And this mitochondria produce ATP due to the oxygen consumption is known as the oxidative phosphorylation. Mitochondria produce the energy from the electron transport chain, where the ATP synthase enzyme used to produce more ATP. So the Krebs cycle basically produce NADH, and this NADH basically come from the Krebs cycle after the pyruvate metabolism, and in this the pyruvate basically pyruvate produce the NADH when the Krebs cycle occur, and this NADH and FADH2 is used for the electron transport chain to pump out the proton in the outer mitochondrial matrix from the inner mitochondrial matrix, and this proton will move out and create the basically create the osmotic gradient, and in this way basically the proton will move inside again due to the ATP synthase enzyme to produce more ATP. And in this way basically the ATP synthase enzyme required 4 proton move inside to produce 1 ATP, and in this way the more production of ATP which that due to the oxidative phosphorylation, and in this way the proton and the oxygen as well a proton and oxygen and the electron which that come from the NADH dissociation to provide that electron will combine together to produce water, and in this way that is why the oxygen used. But the major important thing is that the mitochondrial electron transport chain if not work properly, so in this way your basically electron transport chain not work properly, so in this way the electron will leak out to become bind with another oxygen molecule, or other molecule will lead to cause reactive oxygen species which that damage the whole cell, even whole tissue. That is known as the oxidative stress. So in this way the oxidative stress prevention due to the healthy mitochondria contain healthy electron transport chain, so it requires the coenzyme Q10, and on the other hand the vitamin B complexes, it is also important, and this is the supplementation. And on the other hand the sulforaphane which that are present in the broccoli, which that basically is the antioxidant you can consume to reduce the reactive oxygen species, and this antioxidant present in the green vegetable and crucifers on the other hand the green vegetable salads, and you can add the supplement as an antioxidant, and the all healthy vitamin which that is important, the fat soluble vitamin and water soluble vitamin, all vitamin required for the healthy mitochondria. And on the other hand the coenzyme Q10 is also important for the increase the health of the mitochondria. But in short we will understand about all these things, how to increase the mitochondrial number and how to biogenesis and reverse the damage of the mitochondria. This is important thing. So the fasting is too much important. Whenever you will go into the fasting, so the mitochondria will biogenesis. So how it can occur? Basically the fasting will lead to decrease the ATP production, because the no production of the movement of the glucose into the cell, because not spike the insulin, and in this way the decrease of the ATP, the nutrient deprivation condition, which that will lead to activate the certain type of gene like the PGC1 alpha activation. during the fasting time. So the PGC1 alpha increase will lead to biogenesis of the mitochondria, and during the rich condition of the nutrient will inhibit the PGC1 alpha. While on the other hand, the AMPK pathway also activate, and SIRT1 gene activation due to the fasting will lead to preparation of the mitochondria, and autophagy will occur if the mitochondria will damage. So the healthy mitochondria will replicate while the unhealthy mitochondria will recycle, and that protein used again for the biogenesis of the healthy mitochondria. So the PGC1 alpha increase, the SIRT1 gene activation. On the other hand, the certain stress related gene activate due to the fasting, because the fasting is the energy decline stress. This energy caloric decline stress will lead to trigger the biogenesis of the mitochondria. So you can give the health of the mitochondria by this mechanism, but also the ketogenic diet. The ketogenic diet basically buffer the insulin, and in this way, whenever the insulin will buffer, so in this way, basically the ketogenesis occur and to produce more ketones, and that ketones used as the energy in the mitochondria will not damage the mitochondria as much as possible as compared to the glucose, so as compared to the pyruvate, because the ketone is the light molecule, and that ketones basically use like alpha hydroxybutyrate is the ketones major, which that provide the energy easily, and in this way the mitochondria will remain healthy. So this is the important thing, the ketogenic diet, which that also gives the health of the mitochondria. Fasting also gives the health of the mitochondria, and you can understand that is the exercise, hard training, which that basically rupture the cell of the muscle, and which that contain mitochondria. So in the recovery time, whenever, so the growth hormone will spike, that growth hormone will trigger the certain growth factor which that replicate the more mitochondria for prevention of the lactic acid fermentation, for prevention of the anaerobic respiration. In this way, the angiogenesis will trigger a more, and mitochondria increase. So in this way, the replication of the mitochondria, healthy mitochondria will increase. Whenever you will go into the sleep, so during the sleep time, your mitochondria will increase. Even during the sleep time, you should not consume too much carbohydrate for spike the insulin. So whenever you will go into the sleep, so you should not consume the carbohydrate. In this way, the ketogenic diet, consumption and sleeping will trigger the more growth hormone, will lead to grow your body, and in this way the mitochondria will grow more. And during the sleep time, the mitochondrial replication increase, and the fasting will fasting will buffer the cell maturation and the cell proliferation as well as the cell division. And in this way, the fasting when basically inhibit this cell cycle, so in this way the cell will not replicate, but inside of the cell synthesis of the protein will trigger, and the replication of the mitochondria and biogenesis of the mitochondria with healthy cell, and the healthy mitochondria will replicate, while the unhealthy mitochondria will recycle due to the AMPK pathway. And in this way, the basically AMPK pathway and the mTOR pathway will inhibit, because the mTOR pathway during the energy rich condition will trigger more and more proliferation and the replication of the cell, even the mitochondria, even the damaged mitochondria. So the damaged mitochondria also replicate, and in this way the problem is that the damaged mitochondria also replicate will lead to dysfunction of the mitochondria. And in this way, the dysfunction of the mitochondria and unhealthy mitochondria trigger the more tiredness, fatigue, and on the other hand, the more basically inactive situation. Your behavior will change. You will not active during the gym, during the exercise, or during the working, because the mitochondria is not providing too much energy. So mitochondria not provide too much ATP, and in this way you feel very, very tired, and you want to sleep but you are not sleeping. Even insomnia will occur. so that is a lot more problem. So your energy requirement is less while your working requirement is more, so you will not work properly. So important thing you should need to understand, the increase the mitochondria due to the ketogenic diet, supplementation, antioxidant, and on the other hand the vitamin. So basically you should consume all type of vitamin because you require the whole health of your body. So the mineral like zinc, copper and magnesium is too much important for the normal enzyme working, and the coenzyme Q10 work with the mineral and basically and vitamin. So all these things is too much important. Basically you should take the green vegetable to complete that micronutrient, and the macronutrient is not too much important. You should focus on the micronutrient because the macronutrient also present in your body already in the form of fat and glycogen. So you should focus on the micronutrients. So I hope you make sense about that. In this way you can increase the mitochondrial function and improve the number of mitochondria, and the function of the mitochondria can be improved by this manner. These three things you should remember, even four things, basically sleep, exercise and fasting and ketogenic diet. Sleep, exercise, fasting and ketogenic diet. This four thing is too much important for healthy mitochondria, even the growth of your all body. Due to the increase the mitochondria produce more ATP. The ATP is the energy currency, and the energy currency basically provide the all function of the enzyme, all function of your body. So in this way your body will healthy, the catabolism and anabolism will work properly on the right time, so your metabolism will improve even, and your obesity will decrease even due to the increase the number of mitochondria to produce more and more heat due to the UCP production in the mitochondria. So during the cold weather, more production of heat due to the correct and healthy mitochondria. So in this way, the heat production increase. In this way, the loss of the calorie will increase. In this way, you can burn more fat due to the beta oxidation increase and the ketogenesis already due to the ketogenic diet. So I hope you make sense about that. So if you are work hard and go to the gym for hard training, you can consume also the protein, because protein is also important, like whey protein. So it is antioxidant containing property and provide the all nourishment to the cell for normal function. But important thing is that keep in moderation. So that is important thing, is not intake too much protein, because too much protein is toxic, which that cause the basically end product and glycation product. So in this way, the basically your protein, whey protein, will convert into the sugar due to the gluconeogenesis in the liver. The extra protein will convert into the sugar and spike the glucose level, will lead to also spike the insulin, and when spike the insulin will lead to cause many complications. I hope you make sense about that. If you like my video, please make sure to subscribe, like and share. See you in the next video for this time. Bye. Allah Hafiz.